All right, Cancer, here we go. As promised, I said around Thursday on your last Cure for Cancer reading, I would do an energy update for you. And I will. You're the hot spot of the connection cycle, the fastest moving cycle, the most people affected. You make up about 86% of my channel. That being said, you make up 86% of most people's channels. That being said, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you. Well, anyway, but if the title brought you in here, you found Steve's Love Tarot, you found it for a reason. Especially if you're a Cancerian, I encourage you to check my playlist, check the timeless readings, the all signs readings. You're all over that shit. You are. This reading is timeless. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it. I'm not going to, I know a lot of you don't know my animal deck, especially if you're new here, but I'm going to do something different here with this here. All right? It looks like somebody right now has chosen right now to vacuum in the other room. They know I'm on anyway. Okay, so pardon any vacuum noise you hear in the background. All right, that being said, I'll yell at somebody later. I'm just going to run through the pre-shuffle. I'm not even going to mention the cards. I mean, I will, but except for, you know, one or two of them. But I've got quite a story here in my pre-shuffle when I asked the universe to give me the soulmate cycle from the angle of Cancer, right? In the current energies. Here we go. I got somebody who's conflicted, getting in their own way, Five of Wands, about the, well, let's just throw them, about their happiness. Nine of Cups, a wish, you, something they want, right? Happiness. They get in their own way. It's because, again, here it is, hidden, something hidden, the moon, something hidden, that they're afraid if they reveal, they're going to leave themselves out in the cold, Five of Pentacles, but it's all just a self-sabotage and deception. It's lies, lies, lies. About how important you are, about you being the guru, about you changing them, a Hierophant. And crossing the Hierophant is the devil. It's toxic. It's all because of their shit. It's because of just whatever they're led to believe or whatever they're led to feel or whatever past pain affected them. The devil creates fears. It's all out of fear that they're doing it. And there's fear right there. Four of Pentacles, proof of that. Four of Pentacles is fear. It's a miser card, holding back, which causes a lot of time to pass here. Wasted time, the Seven of Pentacles. It's all because of you. The Empress, the Divine Feminine, is bookending the Five of Wands in this pre-shuffle. And that's what it boils down to. They can't escape you. Doesn't matter. All of this stuff in the middle here, this is all that matters. All this shit, all this, I got stuff hidden, there's stuff hidden coming up, I'm getting in my way, arguing with myself about my happiness, my emotional fulfillment, but if I say something, I might leave myself out in the cold, so I'm going to self-sabotage this, and I'm going to pretend that they don't matter, when in fact they do matter, right? So but I'm holding back out of fear, because this devil energy is creating fear, and then a lot of time gets wasted. They never, the number one excuse they give themselves is that it's not the right time. Okay? None of this matters. Only thing that matters is this and this. That's it. All the rest of this is nonsense. It's bullshit. It's crap. And again, I say this in your Cure for Cancers. I'm going to say it here. I'm going to refrain from swearing at your person. In fact, I'm going to refrain from swearing in this whole video. I'm not going to swear one fucking time. Okay? Except for that one. All right, here we go. Let's shuffle the deck here. All right, this first card out is Before the Cut. It's Why the Fuck Are We Here? I already blew it. Okay, fine. I gotta be me, right? Yeah. All right, here we go. I'm shuffling the deck right now for Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Give me the soulmate cycle from the angle of Cancer. Remember that pre-shuffle. Don't forget it as we go through the reading. All right, let's see where we go here. So why are we here? Well, let's find out. Before the cut is this. It's the Three of Pentacles, the Three of Cups. Somebody wants to talk to you. That's what I told you in the pre-shuffle. I said it. I said all those other cards are bullshit. All that matters is the Empress and the Nine of Cups. All right? That's what you are to them. That's what you mean. You are that Hierophant. But they fill it with fear. And they hold back. Somebody wants to talk to you. The Three of Cups is my biggest card of communication, bigger than the Eight of Wands, because it's someone opening up emotionally, someone who maybe didn't before. And I know a lot of readers think, oh, is the third party here? Is the third party here? That depends on the context of what's around it. That's a cop-out way to read the Three of Cups. It's a very powerful card. The energy reflecting off this right now, all I see is the birds and the sun, and someone knows they have to open up to you, but it's that moon. It boils down to the fucking moon, and if we see a high priestess, I swear to God, I'm going to lose it. Because I'm tired of your person keeping things, pushing things down, carpet sweeping things. You mean the world to this fucking person. And I already blew my swear rule, so fuck it. All right, here we go. I get angry. You know why? Because you're the hot spot of the cycle. Number one, there's a lot of you suffering, or was. I've helped some of you, I suppose. But at the end of the day, what did I say? I said somebody wants to talk to you. And after the cut, I get the same fucking message. Page of Wands. Somebody wants to talk to you. And this is communication that's good. This is somebody who actually wants to fix things, wants to make things work. But all that shit we saw in the pre-shuffle is what's getting in the way. 5 Wands, Devil, 7 Swords, all creating and generating a whirl of fear about whatever that moon is, about whatever they're keeping pushed down inside them. How dare they're so afraid to open up, so afraid. And it drives me crazy because when I do a Cancer reading, I can do any other sign reading, and it's breathable energy, I like to call it. I call it breathable energy, meaning I don't feel like I'm getting knocked down or winded. With you, it's a fire hose of fucking energy. I know how this person feels. And I know this whole connection cycle is brought to you by Cancer. Cancer is Mr. Rourke. And so that means that the connection cycle is themed with Cancerian themes. You're the cardinal water sign, right? That being said, that's what's causing a lot of problems here. These runners are all, no matter what sign angle we look at it from, these runners are all afraid to be vulnerable. And you're talking about somebody who's afraid to open up to someone who you need to open up to, especially a Cancerian. It's all that. All right, so let's see where we go. I'm shuffling the deck right now. Give me the soulmate cycle from the angle of Cancer. All right, let's see where we go. Let's see where we go. Give me a reading, universe. Our overall energy after all that fucking yammering on I did and shuffling I did while I was yammering is the Page of Wands again. Somebody wants to talk to you. I believe they will come to do it. I don't know if that fear is enough to stop them. All that matters is the Empress and the 9 of Cups from the pre-shuffle. The Empress is an irresistible force, an irresistible object. They can't unsee this. No matter how much they want to carpet sweep it, they cannot. You can't just forget that you crossed paths and had a soul recognition with a Cancerian in this cycle. It's not going to happen. And it applies to anyone, but I'm doing your reading, so I'm singling you out. Okay? It can't happen. I don't care if this person's great at ignoring things. They could distract themselves with work projects and all kinds of crap. It cannot happen. They're never going to escape it. They've got to do something. And I think they know it. What's crossing this? What's yeah, look, 10 swords. 10 swords until they speak. This is it. 10 swords in the back of a bison. Now 10s reset to aces. Some usually in the same suit, right? So this would reset to an ace of swords. Yes. But just an ace in general, right? A new beginning, a solid new beginning. They got to reach out. They've got to speak up about how they feel. And they got to do it fucking passionately, okay? Let's see. And in the 3D. Let's see. They're killing. It's them, not you. All right? It's very clear from that pre-shuffle. Okay. Right here's the energy around your connection. Right here's how your person feels and their emotions. Right here's how they feel in the soul. Oh, I can't wait for that one. About you, about the condition of their soul. Nothing to do with the shit they put out in the 3D, which is all devil, 7 swords, nonsense, fear, all about a moon. Something hidden. This person. Hidden energies, what the universe wants you to know. It's separate from the reading, but it is read with the energy of the connection. Right here's the potential final outcome. I say potential because I swear to God I cannot predict free will, and I wish I could. I wish I knew what this person was thinking. I know what they're feeling, but I'm not a mind reader. While I know their mind is full of fear. I will clarify everything, throw some universe cards over the top, and you bet you're sweet, and they are sweet. Cancer asses. There's going to be a link for an extended in the description. I suggest you check that out. I don't care if you do or don't. I don't push them. But I know where this reading's going because I read energy. And the energy's already here. The cards are just pretty pictures to reflect it for you. You ready? What's the energy around the connection right now? See? I didn't look. I don't know. I don't know what's here. I don't even need to. It's the Ace of Cups. Energy around. It's sealed. All the love is put in a container, right? Sealed with cellophane, stuck in the back of the fridge like a casserole somebody doesn't want. Nobody wants that. Let's just hide it, and when it gets moldy, we'll throw it out. That's the trick at my house. Somebody gives us leftovers to take home. We stick it in the back of the fridge, we forget about it, and then, oh, darn, it went green. Oh, shit, we guess we'll have to throw it out. Oh, well, you know. And if they ask, we tell them it tasted great. That's the energy around your connection right now. There's a lot of love sealed up on both sides because communication needs to happen here or this thing is dead. Dead. Done. Yeah, look, even I looked one card deeper. It's the Star. Even the universe has a delay on this. It's pause. It's on pause until somebody speaks up. This love needs to be released. And the more your person holds on to it, the crazier they get. Once you see the Empress, you gotta bang the Empress. It's a cheeky way to put it, but it's just the way it is. It's the way the energy feels. It's what it is. Resistance is futile sort of energy. How do they feel in their emotions? Yeah, I believe that. There they are. The Burger King, the King of Wands, got to have it their way. This person, well, what's this Cobra doing? Right? Why is it a Cobra in this deck? Right? He's puffing up, isn't he? He's got his hood up. Why do Cobras do that? Because if they bite you, they have to be vulnerable. They have to stretch out and be vulnerable. So they front. They put up a front. Right? It's like if you were confronted by a dangerous character on the street who was threatening you and looked like, you know, I don't know, some crazy dark alley neighborhood. Your best bet, or this, well, I won't say your best bet, it depends on the situation. But what this character would do is just front. They would try to be crazier than the other person. Right? So that the other person is like, whoa, this person's crazy, I'm leaving. They do that in movies all the time. It's kind of a comedy thing. But it actually is a tactic if you front like this. This person is fronting in their own life. What they're doing, why we have the Ace of Cups here, is they're pretending you don't matter. This card right here in their emotions backs up everything we saw in the goddamn pre-shuffle with all that fear and that devil energy and all that. Right? They're generating fear, that's saying that you don't matter. Right? No problem. It's right there. They're pretending. They can't do that. There's a lot of pressure building here. It's been coming out in the reading. All that matters from that pre-shuffle is the Empress and the Nine of Cups. That's all that fucking matters. Nothing else matters. All the rest of it is just nonsense. How do they feel in the soul? Let's take the temperature of this person's soul. I haven't looked. I don't know. I prepped the card. Page of Cups. They're pushing the love down. But, B-U-T, not two T's. Right here, the Page of Cups is bookending. It bookends this. So here they are pushing it down, fronting, right? Pretending, Cobra, you know, stay back, stay back. You don't matter, right? You're nothing. I'm all puffy and shit. Okay. So here they are pushing it back. Holding on. This pressure is building in this Ace of Cups, this casserole in the back of the fridge covered with cellophane. And it's getting all moldy and shit, and it's starting to puff up the cellophane. It's starting to bubble up. In their soul, we have leakage. It's like anal leakage of the soul. Okay? Some of this cup is leaking out into the other items in the fridge. What this tells me here, this energy here, your person is probably a little bit grumpy. Because they're feeling you. And they're pretending they're not, but there's a lot of feelings. Empress level, big Ace of Cups level feelings. All right. So then you open the fridge in my casserole analogy, and what's happened is because the casserole in the back has gotten so rotten, the cellophane over the top can't hold in the stench anymore. Everything in the fridge smells like shit. Everything in the fridge smells like it's going bad. It's right here. The soul it's leaking in. They're feeling it's the beginnings of some love coming up. It's proof. All this is proof that they can't hold it back. This is how they feel for you. This is what's leaking out. This they're trying to pretend. It's not going to happen. It's a fucking pressure cooker. There's a tower. There's a tower this person's going to hit. I'm not predicting a tower will land on the table in our base reading, but I'm just saying there's a tower this person's going to hit at some point. And it's gonna fall on their head. All that matters is that Empress. What's the universe want to tell us? What's the fickle old gal want to say? Red with the Ace of Cups here. I don't know. God only knows. Well, I suppose we'd know if I pulled the card. Look. Come on. Oh, I promised I wouldn't swear. Good Lord Almighty Jesus, I promised I wouldn't swear at a Cancer's person. I know. Please forgive me. I repent for my sin. Fuck you, Cancer's person. Fuck you. It's you. It's all about you. You. What these two are read together, they are holding on to a massive... My casserole analogy holds. That fridge must stink when you open it up. And I bet it bleeds out into other things in their life. I bet they're grumpy at work. If they're married, they snap at that person. Why? Because they don't love that person. They're just pretending they do, or it looks good on paper. You matter a lot. So the implication is, if you matter this much, okay, and you do. You came out as the message from the universe. If you matter this much, whatever else that they're pretending matters doesn't. It's just pretending. They generate a lot of fear. There's a fear of opening up to you. That's the core issue. Okay, that's why the Three of Cups was before the cut. And then it got, we got this little page. You have to open up. It's 10 swords until you do. But that moon card from the pre-shuffle is driving me batshit crazy. What's the final outcome here? It's red with this son of a bitch. Puffy. Okay? What's Puffy Burger King got to say? What's the final outcome? 9 of Cups. Again, I believe they come to get it eventually. This would indicate communication here. You got to come get the 9 of Cups. In the Light Seer deck, it's a girl jumping off a cliff into 9 cups floating in the air. They're floating in the air. You have to go get them. You can't stay on the edge. You got to jump into them. You got to take a leap of faith towards it. You always do. That old saying, fortune favors the brave, is the truth. All right? The richest people in the world, if we're going to talk about money, took a chance. They took a chance. And maybe investors and other people took a chance on their chance. Either way, you take chances. Or you just work at McDonald's the rest of your life. That's nice and safe. Play it safe. Get your little paycheck every week and go home. No, the richest people in the world took chances. This is the richest emotional card that I can pull here. It's the 9 of Cups. It's emotional fulfillment. It's a wish come true. A wish. Where have we seen that? All right? The Star. I said it's on pause. It's delayed. This thing is dead. It's delayed. It's not dead, because the Star is crossing it. But it's dead until somebody does something. They got to take this leap. Whether they will or won't is up to their free will, is what the universe is saying here. But I promise you this. They cannot escape you. You're in their mind and it's leaking. I hold firm on my casserole analogy. And yeah, I've had that happen. We're going to clarify with the witches. The witches in the animal deck love each other very much. As much as this person loves you, I promise you. Let's go. Randomly at the bottom is the Two of Pentacles. This could go either way. All right, but this is technically communication. When it lands here, it's minor arcana. It could go either way. It's up to their free will. Are they going to strike, or are they going to keep sitting there with the hood up, pretending you don't matter, afraid to tell you whatever that moon represents from the pre-shuffle? I don't know. Let's find out after these messages. I love doing that. We're back. Okay. Ace of Cups. Let's clarify. Why is it here? I would have been a fun television announcer or radio announcer. That would be fun. I was going to go with the radio when I was a kid. I wanted to. My parents talked me out of it. I don't know why they did. I don't know. Anyway, long story. Ace of Cups. Why is it here? I guess I ended up on radio anyway because I'm just a talking hand, even though it's a video. So technically, it's radio with. It's more like a film strip. I guess I'm a film strip, right? With a talking narrator, and then the strip changes. If you're too old, if you're too young to remember that, fuck you. All right. If you're too young to remember film strips in school, fuck you. Fuck you for being young. All right, Ace of Cups. Tell me about this. God, there's a lot of energy here. Cancer, this person. Look, for the universe to throw me this card, I don't even have words to tell you. I mean, they can't hold this back. Why is the Ace of Cups here? Tell me about it. Come on. Oh, fuck me. Fuck you, Cancer's person. Okay, I know, I'm sorry, I already broke the rule, but I ask God for forgiveness in advance. It's the Hermit. Oh, Jesus. God, they're holding it in. It's coming up. This is representing this in a way. This is the leakage. Their soul knows what they want. This is a soul connection. All right? It's not an ego connection. It's not some bang in a bar parking lot or the much classier bar bathroom. No. It's not either of those things. Okay? It's not. It's from the soul. They know. I'm drawn to the lamp. Look at his little lamp. All right? What's on top? What's on top of the Ace of Cups? The Hangman. Again, they're just holding it back. That's why the Ace of Cups is here. This is the affecting energy. Okay? I explained it. It's the leakage. They know, but they're holding it back. I ask, why is the Ace of Cups here? I throw a card on top of it. The Hangman. It could be that they have a new perspective on this, but that's not really what this is. The energy reflecting off this is the Ace of Cups is here because they're not doing anything. They're in the Hangman. They're trying to make a decision. Okay. Okay. Well, the universe is adamant that they need to reach out. It is. It has been. Why is the Hangman here? Now we ask, why are they in the Hangman tree? Ace of Swords. They're afraid of some sort of truth. They're holding back the truth. They're holding on to it. Again, I keep getting this for your person. And I know some of you do not agree with me. I know some of you are like, no, it's not something that this person's afraid to tell me. It could just be they're afraid to open up. That could be a truth. Everything is energy. So anything can be that energy that I'm picking up on. But the universe is adamant that for most of you, there's something they need to tell you that they're afraid to tell you. These two cards right here equal that fucking moon from the pre-shuffle. It's there. Why they're holding back the love is because there's some sort of truth that they have to tell you. They are well aware of it. I see it with the Hermit, and I see it with the Epiphany here, and the new perspective energy here. But they're still holding it back, but it's leaking like a sieve. It's leaking onto all the other shit in the fridge. Everything smells like rotten casserole right now because of this behavior. Puffing up. The Cobra. It's a Cobra on the card for a reason. The people whoever drew this animal deck knew these cards. Knew the energy of it. Because I watch reading, I used to, I don't watch much anymore. But I've seen readings where people read the King of Wands as something fabulous, something terrific. No, even the late great Jonathan Cainer, in his tarot, he's an astrologer, one of the most famous. And in his tarot readings, he reads the King of Wands. I steal one of his lines for it. They make you believe anything is possible. Emphasis on make you believe, right? They're full of shit. This Cobra's making me believe that they don't care. That, I should stay away because they got this big hood up. This person's full of shit. That's what the pre-shuffle told us. And I know they're full of shit because the King of Wands is always full of shit. Whether it's to get in somebody's pants, yeah, I'm an executive at a big insurance company. Really? Yeah, she only believes that because you're both drunk at a party. In reality, that executive at the insurance company lives with mommy and daddy, and it's a borrowed car outside that's not his BMW or Mercedes. It's mommy's, But whatever. It'll get the King of Wands laid that night because, the other person's drunk enough to buy it. It's that kind of energy. This person's full of shit. There's a lot of love here, and they cannot escape you. Why is the King of Wands here? And yeah, I'm shuffling. I like to keep you entertained while I'm shuffling. Okay? Share some of my old party stories. Okay? Yeah, I was an executive a few times. All right. Six of Wands. Crossing the King of Wands. I believe they're going to get... This backs up my energy. Okay, there's two energies here. Energy's always in layers. There's 100 energies here. But the main two flow in two different directions, equal and opposite directions. The one direction is, I believe they're going to get victory over this. The other direction is, they believe that this is a protection. This is like a defense mechanism, just like it is for the Cobra. It's a defense mechanism. So they believe they're safe in doing this. They believe they can keep you at bay. All right? I say that a lot about Leo's person. Leo's person sitting in toxin. Leo's person thinks that they could just stay in that, and the soulmate connection doesn't matter. It'll fade with time, but it hasn't, has it? And that's sort of where they're at. Your person's kind of the same, right? Yeah, this will fade with time. It's no big deal. It won't. The casserole will continue to rot because it's a powerful casserole, and it will eventually infest everything that's in the fridge. The fridge in this analogy is their whole life, all the things around them. What's on top? Queen of Cups. My desert queen. I'm not looking at the water. I just see her sitting on the sand. It's someone who is holding back a great deal of love. The Queen of Cups is the most love I can pull from the deck. She holds the Ace of Cups. She holds it in her hand, and she gives the full cup, but not the desert queen. This here energy is tied to all of this over here, holding it back. It's the universe's way of saying, yeah, good luck. You're holding back a lot of love. They're holding it down. This also implies that whatever they're living in, if your person's married or they're in a relationship or whatever their life is, it has no love. It's a desert queen. You're the love. You're their only hope. You're the Obi-Wan for the cups. And they want them. They want them. But this is minor arcana. It's up to their free will. Why is the queen here? In lieu of how I explain the cards over here, because I like to explain my readings, like I ask, why is the Ace of Cups here? I get the Hangman. Why is the Hangman here? I get this. Why is the King of Wands here? I get my Desert Queen. Why are they fronting? Because they're afraid of love. That's part of the fear that the devil is putting out, that devil energy from the pre-shuffle. We got both the devil and the Seven of Swords in the pre-shuffle, and then a Four of Pentacles. It was fear. It's fear of love. It's fear of giving this cup. Because in order to do that, they have to tell the truth. They have to be honest with you. You can't come at a Cancer with lies. You can't. You're a cardinal water sign. You need to come at Cancer with truthful cups. With some shit. Okay? With some serious shit. All right, let's see. Why is the Queen of Cups here? Ten of Pentacles. They're afraid of love because I've told you this before. I said, I have. Watch other Cancer readings. I have said this a million times. You're a case of TNT in their fucking living room. This represents the Ten of Pentacles on their side. The long term, the little golden retriever, the whole fucking deal. Why are they afraid of love? Why are they afraid to give that cup? Why is that my desert queen? Because if they give this love to you, if they allow it to flow, if they crack open this Ace of Cups, you're going to destroy everything they have in their world because it's the equal and opposite reaction of all of this. It's shit. It's not real. That's not a golden retriever. It's a devil in a golden retriever outfit. And that's come up before in extended readings. I don't know if it was for you, it was for somebody. It was the fake golden retriever, but he's right there. Okay? They hold back. They want to keep you at bay. Please don't make me come at you. I'm going to put up my hood so I look big. Please don't make me bite. Please don't make me bite, because you destroy everything they have. They don't have love. It's desert. But with you, they hold it back because if they let it go, they have to be honest, they have to come in, and it will destroy this. And they're afraid of that. They're afraid of total loss here. They're afraid, and we saw that with the Five of Pentacles up in the pre-shuffle. Again, I told you, remember the pre-shuffle. It's important. They're afraid of being out in the cold, losing everything. Well, what if I go toward Cancer and then I lose both? Cancer says no, and then the other side's mad because I went toward Cancer, or whatever. They don't have to be married. It just could be a way they're living. You're some sort of threat to them. But it's a good threat. It's a threat that they shouldn't be worried about. It's nonsense, like I told you. The only things that mattered in the pre-shuffle are these two cards, and look how they came out here in the reading, side by side. The message from the universe is basically just telling us, Steve, yes, universe, the only thing that matters is the Empress and the Nine of Cups. I told you that in the beginning, and look, they came out side by side here. Okay, so keep that in mind with this person. You got yourself a can of worms here. But the problem is, this desert queen, she don't like sitting in the desert. This cup is leaking. It's right there. A cup of love, a small page of cups in their soul. It is. I'm shuffling on it now. I'm trying to be thorough with you here. All right, I don't give you guys on these readings, I'm going to be honest, anywhere near the amount of energy that I pick up on and what I get. You have no idea. All right? We had I mentioned something about this the other day about cycles on Twitter, and there's hundreds of cycles spiraling within one another. I just give you the big stuff, all of that. I promise you, I'm very different. I'm someone very, very different. If you could spend 15 seconds as me, the first thing you'd do is shit yourself if you saw the world as I see it and feel it. Me. And then the next thing you'd do is you'd hope and pray that the rest of the 15 seconds went by quickly. All right? Just like I do every goddamn day. I have a good time pushing it down and getting rid of it. But I'll be honest with you, I don't give you all the energy that's here. I give you what you need. There's a lot of energy here. This person, you consume them. Okay? All this fronting is hurting them. All this pushing it back is harmful to them. There's many layers of energy here. This goes back many lifetimes. I don't know why this person's like this. You could bet your ass I'm going to find out in the extended. What the hell? They have a fear of the truth, a fear of opening up like nothing I've ever seen. And yeah, I'm shuffling this whole time. Why is this Page of Cups here? Why? Well, the universe kind of being cheeky here. It's here. It's a page because they push it down, right? It's leaking, but it's leaking anyway. The Knight of Pentacles. This person, again, I see it. It's the same kind of thing here. Love is a threat to this person. Feeling it. And listen, I'm not fucking around. I know it's here in the energy. They might lie from time to time. This could be someone who spouts off all sorts of things. They may, if they have like a Twitter or something, they may talk about Corinthians 13 and love is the most powerful force in the universe and all of that. Oh, I bet they do. I bet they talk a good game. Some of you. I pick up a organized religion kind of vibe here. Boy, they're Jesus this, and they can quote Bible, scripture, all kinds of things. But it's all bullshit. They forgot one of the most important parts of the Bible, which I believe is, off the top of my head, is James 1:23, which is you damn well, if you're going to speak the word, you damn well better live it. That's kind of a paraphrase. But I get that here for someone. Regardless, whatever it is, this person knows how they feel. Okay, they're well aware of it. But they're afraid of the water. Can I just phrase it that way? They're afraid of the water, regardless of what bullshit comes out of their mouth. Because they're all Seven of Swords energy for sure. What's on top here? Ace of Pentacles. They see this. It's again, I got the second slowest energy and the slowest energy. They are afraid of the water. And it's taking them a while. Because the problem is, this Ace of Pentacles tells me that this Page of Cups is going to grow. It's going to grow, and it's going to grow, and it's going to turn into a full-blown Queen of Cups at some point. Oh, it is. Or even a King of Cups, for that matter. Either one. It is. Because slowly but surely, it's growing because you're the shit. You matter to this person a lot. You're not sharing soul space with anyone. There's no room when you get the Ace of Pentacles here. You're not sharing soul space with anyone. Their soul is dead without you. The only thing, you're just like a little bit of page leaking in. Their soul is dead without you. You're not sharing soul space with anyone. So if your person is married, I feel bad for them. I don't know why they're sitting in it. Maybe they're just afraid of losing some pentacles. Maybe it's a rich, comfy environment. I don't know. There's a lot of energy here, and I'm trying not to confuse people by giving too many scenarios, because some people don't understand, like when I mentioned the religious thing a minute ago and spouting off all that. That's just for a few people. That's just one of the energies I feel obliged to say it. Right? We all know how God feels about the hypocrites. This person is a hypocrite when it comes to love. For some of you, in a really direct way. All right? Big time. But either way, you're the shit. You're not sharing soul space. Why is the Ace of Pentacles here? Eight of Pentacles. They're trying to refocus away, but they can't. They're trying to look away. They're trying to ignore this. This is going to grow. Okay, this page is growing up. And as they do, it's going to be harder and harder for this person. It is. It's going to be harder and harder. All these pentacles, I don't like pentacles in the soul. And that's all I got. All I got is pentacles. A Knight of Pentacles, an Ace of Pentacles, an Eight of Pentacles. That's all I got. So on a surface level, yeah, it's going to grow because you're not sharing soul space, and slowly but surely the love is going to continue to leak in from the Ace of Cups. And also with this eight of Pentacles is why it's going so slow. It's going so slow because they keep distracting themselves. They keep worrying about, or perhaps, for some of you, they're working hard to get to the Nine of Pentacles so that they can come towards you. But that's a very small number of you. For most of you, they're just trying to distract themselves. And you know what? I love that. Why? Because it's a beautiful segue into the message from the universe. You cannot distract yourself from this. This is a dark field. Usually it's the Queen of Tits, the best tits in the tarot, but this card, it's not. It's a glowing tree in a dark field. It's as dark as night you can find. The moon is just a sliver. There's not a lot of light. That tree is glowing. It's on fire. No way you distract yourself from that. No matter which way you turn, you can see it. Even if you turn the other way, the glow is reflecting off something else in front of you. It doesn't matter. There's very, very strong imagery here in this reading. The universe is wanting me to sort of convey to you. Why is the Empress here? Because I think some of you, a few of you watching, think this person's forgotten about you. They're all done. They're gone. That's just for a few of you. No, they haven't. They can't. And if that makes you feel better, good. I've done my job. All right? Why is the Empress here? Tell me about the Empress. All right. Why is the Empress here? Okay. The Empress is crossed by the star. It's destiny. You're my density, Lorraine, right? From Back to the Future. It is. It's all destiny playing out here. And it's on pause. It says the same thing that our star here says. With the Ten of Swords in this case. It's futile. Resistance is futile. Your person is already naked before you. That's why the girl's naked. Naked before God. That's what this is here. Naked before you. It's there. It's destiny playing out. They've got to tell you how they feel. The cup is going to leak anyway. You know that old saying, the time is going to pass anyway, you might as well just do it? The cup is going to leak out anyway. This page is growing. Eventually, the whole fridge is going to stink. You got to do something about that casserole. They're going to need to either eat it or throw it out, but I don't think they can throw it out. I think it's too late. Then it's just going to stink up the garbage. You know? What's on top of the Empress here? Five of Wands. While they're doing nothing, the more they do nothing. This Five of Wands is, yeah, it's why the Empress is here, right? But in part. But it's also, it's red with the Hanged Man, so I have to feed that energy in. While they're doing nothing about this, you can look away if you want. It creates conflict. And I said this already. I said there's conflict around this person. This has to be bleeding out into their world. I bet they're grumpy. I bet they're distracted. They may try to distract themselves from work, but they can't. You can't distract yourself from an Ace of Pentacles any more than you could distract yourself from the Empress. It's not going to happen. I stand by it, and the universe backed it up. These two cards, the Empress and the Nine of Cups, are the only things that matter here. All the rest of it is your person's bullshit. This queen on in the desert, this worry about this. Why? Well, you being TNT in their world and all of that. Nonsense. Whatever truth they need to tell you, it's time to speak up. Why is the Five of Wands here? Seven of Swords. Look at that. Look, because they're full of shit. Why do they get in the way? Why do they have conflict and stop and not come toward the Empress? Why are we on pause even though they're naked before you? Right there. Why? And it's destiny. Why? Because they're full of shit. That's all I have to say. I have said that already. I called them that from the beginning. I have rewind. Also, I would like to note some dichotomy here. This Seven of Swords, apparently, whoever drew this card, this is someone who looks like they're full of shit. So if you ever see this man, run. All right, if you're on a dating app and this is who shows up at the coffee house, get the fuck out. Tell them you got to go put meter in your car, or money in the meter at your car, and get the fuck out of there. Just get in the car and leave. Apparently that is the image of deception. But this full of shit is red with the truth. And it backs up this whole, these are red together, it backs up the whole thing. Okay? And I wish this was a Sun. I wish this was an Eight of Wands. I wish it was a Three of Cups. Because that would mean they're going to tell you the truth. They're going to break and come in and tell you. This person is so full of shit. They really are. There's either that or they are going to come in, but there's more to the story than what they tell you. These two cards together would be a partial truth given, which is sometimes called a lie of omission, right? You know, they tell you the story. It's a bit like a cover story. They tell you a story, the bits of it that they want to, and leave out the rest. It can be that for some of you as well. Our end result here is the Nine of Cups, which we know could go either way. Let's find out where it's going to go. Why is the Nine of Cups here? It is communication when it falls here. So for some of you, you'll hear from this person, but I would expect a partial truth. Okay? If you're one of the people who hears from your person. There's a lot of holes in their story. About how they feel, about why they did nothing for a long time, about what's on their side, all of it. About the love they have for you, because she's the desert queen. And it's leaking as a don't let that page in the soul fool you. That's read with the Ace of Cups. So that's just what's leaking out. My refrigerator casserole analogy holds true. Why is the Nine of Cups here? Are they going to come get their wish fulfilled, or are they going to puff up? I believe that's also representative of the King of Wands with this. Yeah, they come get it, but there's a bit of they're defensive about it. There's a bit of a puffing going on. Why is it? What's the final on this, universe? I'm shuffling. Yeah, I am. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I believe it. It's up. They're going to have to take a leap of faith. You know, it's funny that Bible energy, that religious type energy came up for a few of you. So for a few of you, this will really hold true, because I called you a person a hypocrite on that in a lot of ways. You know, they tout out the love and the this and the that, but they don't really live it, and that's kind of contrary, isn't it? Any kind of religion or spirituality requires faith, and that's what the universe is saying here. The Fool. It's up to them. This is minor arcana, this Nine of Cups, this is major arcana. They have to take a leap of faith here. They see it as a risk. These cards are read with these. Okay? And I already told you when I pulled the Ten of Pentacles here and our phony-ass Golden Retriever. I said, this is the Desert Queen of Cups. She's just holding on to the cup. There's no one to give it to. They don't want to give it. And it's going to blow up in their face. They can't distract themselves from the burning tree in the dark field. And what they're doing is futile. This is the Five of Wands. It's the weakest energy as I read cards. It's terrible. It's stupid. It's nonsense. It's all self-deception. It's Seven of Swords. So it's up to them. Whether your person's religious or not, I point that out for the 2 or 3 people watching, whether a person touts off Bible passages as well as I can, better even, they're a preacher. You know, that kind of thing. Yeah. The preacher's full of shit. They're going to have to find some faith here. Faith in themselves, not in you. Faith in love. Maybe they've lost. This also tells me that for almost all of you, your person's lost faith in love for some reason. Love doesn't matter. Love hurt them. Love, I don't know. Maybe they listen to Nazareth's Love Hurts song too much. I don't know. All he talks about in that song is how it hurts. If you listen to it too much, you might believe it. I don't know. Okay. King of Cups. Look at that. The King of Cups, read with the Queen of Cups. Why is, now again, because I taught you how my cards are laid out. Okay, the affecting energy is the Fool. It's going to take a leap of faith for them to come towards this. And I told you about the Light Seer deck where the girl is taking a leap off a ledge into 9 Cups. I did back at the beginning of the reading when this came out. Why is the 9 of Cups here in pattern with how I pull cards in my reading here? The King of Cups. The King of Cups holds the Ace of Cups. He does give some. Not a lot. He's stingy. He holds on to it. This is read with the Desert Queen. There's a lot of love here. This tells me, again, if your person shows up, which for a good number of you they may, with the Fool here, okay, there's a lie of omission. It backs this up. They're not telling you everything about how they feel, everything about what happened. They're holding back a little bit. Why is the King of Cups here? The Two of Swords. They don't know what to do. Hey, it is what it is. I'm telling you, I'm being honest. This is communication. But as much as I'd love to sugarcoat my readings and get 100,000 views like the people that do that, right? I say in my title for this video, someone's turning around and coming back in. You will definitely hear from them. Expect to hear from this person, right? Sure. Okay. I could say that, but I'd be full of shit. Some of you will hear from this person. With the Two of Swords here, okay? Why is the King of Cups here? The King of Cups is stingy about giving that cup. This card's red with the Ten of Pentacles. This backs up, these cards are red together. This card backs up all of it here, just like this card backs up all of it here. It is, they don't know what to do. All right, they're blind to the fact that love would save the day. They don't understand the concept of living by the cup. They are afraid of love. And that's the last thing you should be afraid of. What you should be afraid of is Pentacles. If you base your whole life on money, let's say, right? You base your whole life on it. Well, the stock market can crash at any fucking time and turn billionaires into zeroaires really quick. You know, it's unstable. Money comes and goes. Its value comes and goes. You know, the right meteor hits the earth and nobody's money's worth anything. It's nothing. It's garbage. I mean, it's gone, really. The bottom line here is this person, something about their long term on their side, something about whatever represents their stability right now, they're afraid to lose it. They want to hedge their bets here. So for the ones where they don't, whether they come in or not, your person's hedging their bets. They're going to give you a little and see what happens, but they're not going to risk what's on their side to do it. You follow? Okay? Because if they came in, that's why this is the Desert Queen. You know, again, it backs up what I said here. They're afraid of love. And that's what it boils down to. Now we're going to go back to the animal deck. So for some of you, they are coming in. Sure. But what you're getting is someone who's hedging their bets. Hedging their bets that they're going to give you a little and see, and they don't want to lose. They're not going to risk what's on their side to do it. And that's what the universe is kind of saying here with the Fool. That was my point. It requires a leap of faith. I opened this reading by quoting the old quote, fortune favors the brave. Fortune does favor the brave. Life is a series of leaps of faith. When we hedge our bets and hold back, we always end up coming up short. This person needs to just take there's enough love here that if they were to open up to you, it would be a happily ever after ending. If this person could be completely open. I don't know that they can. At least not initially. So you'll have to keep that in mind. I don't think they can take that leap of faith. Alright? But not fully anyway. I believe they'll come towards you for a good chunk of you. For some of you, they'll chicken out, but even if they chicken out, okay? Let's say you're one of the people where your person chickens out. Let me help you out here with some energy reading. I can look ahead on the timeline, and you can see it right here, and tell you the same thing I just told you a little bit ago. Yeah, this is a page, but it's growing. More and more of this is going to leak out. That casserole is going to get more and more rotten in that fridge. They need to do something about this. The universe is adamant. There needs to be a conversation here, but it has to be their idea. I know that because of the King of Wands. It always has to be their idea. They need to feel in control. The Burger King. Got to have it their way. But it has to be this person's idea, the runner's idea, because they need to be vulnerable. You can reach out to them if you want. I get asked this all the time. Do whatever you want to do. I don't run your life. I'm just a talking hand on a video. I'm a lot more than that. But for you, for our purposes here, I'm just a talking hand. Do whatever you want to do. But if this person's been allowed to slide by, it's totally apparent that this person's been allowed to slide by their whole life without having to be vulnerable. They've gotten by. They went for. You don't have to be vulnerable to marry for money, for example. You don't have to be vulnerable. You don't care. You'll take any old uggo as long as they got money. Okay, that's it. You don't care. You're not emotionally vulnerable ever. These are usually very shut down people. And I'm not saying your person married for money, but a few of your people did. I'm using it as an example. It doesn't matter. You don't have to be vulnerable because you don't really love the person. You're not vulnerable. Like I said, any old uggo with money will do. It doesn't matter. If one says no, go to the other one. You might get lucky and it's a hot one. I don't know. You know, here in LA, they usually end up with some wrinkled old man. And they hope he's only going to be alive a few years. You know, that kind of thing. But regardless, you see my point, right? They've never had to be vulnerable. They've always focused on pentacles. Life by the pentacle doesn't require you to be vulnerable. So they don't know how. That's why they're the desert queen. That's why this love, all the love that's here, confuses the motherfuck out of them. It really does. They don't know how to process it. So it translates into fights and arguments. It might translate into an argument with you. It might translate into an argument in their life with the people around them. I can feel this energy bleeding out around them. Okay? They're holding back a lot here, and it's very dangerous for their soul, for their psyche too. So I'm just being honest. So you can, but I believe you have the power to get them to open up. I believe you do. And I took a little extra time with your reading and dug a little deeper in the energy because I know a few of you are suffering. I can feel it. And I want to make sure I make my point clear. I want you to understand why. I don't want you to think it's because you're an uggo, or they don't want to come to you because they don't, you know, you're not good enough or whatever. No, you're out of their league. Emotionally, at the very least. You know. Okay. All right. Let's see. So that's why they're afraid to be vulnerable. They've never had to. They've never known real love. And now they got it and they don't know what to do with it. Right? Like old Jackson Brown once sang in The Late Show, if you stumbled onto someone real, you'd never know. That's your person in a nutshell, in a song lyric. Right there. Let's shuffle the deck here. Give me 3 cards and a bottom card. What else you want to tell Cancer before I go pull some wicked voodoo on this son of a bitch? All right, let's see where we go here. Let's see where we go. What else you want to tell Cancer? Well, you showed up. I knew it. I knew we'd see it. I knew it. I fucking knew it. God, I love tarot. I do. It's the Chariot. Our center card is the card I knew we'd see in this reading somewhere. I said I wasn't sure it would fall in the base reading, but I knew it would show up. It's the Tower. The base energy is the Tower. I said, rewind your fucking video. I said at the beginning when I was talking about I don't think a tower is going to come out in the base reading, but a tower is going to happen here that's going to cause something to happen because this is leaking and this is growing. There it is. The Tower, these are read center, left, right. The Tower, whatever it is, this catalyst energy here in May that I've been pulling on, I've been talking about, and hopefully you've been listening. This catalyst energy here in May is going to result in forward movement, in the Emperor taking control of the fucking Chariot, the Divine Masculine taking control of the fucking Chariot. They're coming with Pentacle. I'm drawn to that. Like I said, they're hedging their bets. But whatever this catalyst is, something changes. It's the Wheel of Fortune. I got 3 major Arcana cards from the universe, and my crossing card on the Tower, as the universe leaves you with a final message here, Cancer, is the King of Cups. Again, the King of Cups is down here on top of the 9 of Cups. Again, something's going to cause the catalyst energy that I've been talking about. If you don't know what that is, watch some of my recent readings, especially a 3 card I pulled the other day. I pulled my offline reading for you online just last evening. 3 quick cards with me, which is anything but, usually, as you all know. But that's because I want to give you the information. I want you to know shit. Right? What the hell? What else do I have to do? I got to get back to my Heineken and my Hogan's Heroes reruns? Okay. They're not going anywhere. I got a pause button. I'm fine. King of Cups. Somebody here, because of the catalyst energy, is going to open up. Is going to feel it. What this is basically saying is everything changes when the Tower happens. Whatever the Tower is, it's different for all of you. Maybe they just wake up one morning and go, oh my God. My point is, what happens is the reason they open up is because all of a sudden the tide comes in on all this love they're holding on to. I believe it has something to do with a shakeup on their side. I'll pull on it in the extended. I believe we're going to pull on the Tower in the extended. We're going to pull on this more than anything else. Because I already kind of told you why they're afraid to be vulnerable. Because they live life by the Pentacle. And when you live life by the Pentacle, you don't have to be vulnerable ever. because you don't really love what you're going after. So, you know, you hear a lot of people say, I love money, right? I love my job. No, it's not the same. Take it from an old energy reader. It is not the same feeling. It's not the same energy. Only love is love, okay? And everything else is just a feeling of like. You like it. It's all ego kind of a thing. Love, the soul is made of love. That's what it is. It's where we come from. It's where we go back to when we die. And people that suppress it are never fully happy in their life. They don't take chances. They don't have faith. They don't take leaps of faith. And sadly, a lot of them hide behind Bible too, which pisses me off, especially where I come from. A lot of hypocrites. I'm not saying everybody. Bible's a wonderful thing. I've studied it intently. And it doesn't disprove or any of this. In fact, it goes right along. All of this is right along with it. You just got to understand how to transcribe the scriptures and stories and all of that. But the bottom line here is something happens, and we need to pull on that. That causes forward movement here, causes the wheel to turn. And I believe it's the tide coming in on this queen. But why that happens is what we have to find out. But basically, in a nutshell, what the universe is saying is your person, for anyone out there worried that it was you, or maybe I'm not good enough or whatever, this person is fucking crazy about you. They can't stop thinking about you. You're the greatest thing that ever crossed their path, and they fucking know it. They are, bottom line, full of shit. And it came out here too. Alright? That's your reading. I'll pull a percentage of what number are coming forward in the extended. I will. I can't do it. There's too many people here. I can't do a percentage reading here. But I'll pull it in the extended. I'll find out. But either way, they need to talk. And I believe they want to with this page here. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. I do. And if you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. I hope you at least appreciate the honesty. Right? It'd be very easy for me to come out here and do 9-minute videos and just sugarcoat shit. Just read surface energy. It wouldn't even make me tired. Right? I'm going to need a nap by the time I finish your extended. This is the real deal here. I'm giving you some information you might not be aware of, or might not have thought of. Either way, I hope it's helpful. Alright? There you go. Good luck, Cancer. If you want the extended, the link's in the description. I'm going to go pull it right now. Not even going to take a break. Good luck.